Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Renee. This is Fitting Room on Demand. It is so wonderful to be here today. We got a great strength and stability workout, some different stuff for you. I hope that you enjoy it. We're going to start off, as always, with a warm up. We've got a little core prefix, which is going to be Tabata style. So 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Really working that core for 6 minutes. Then we're going to go into two circuits of two skills at each. And then we got our fix. As always, we got to finish off with that fix today. It's also going to be an EMOM. I love EMOM, so I feel like no workout is complete without them. So what you're going to need today is some space, towel, water. You're going to need one kettlebell or dumbbell. If you've got a variety of weights, you're going to want something lighter to go overhead with. And then something a little bit heavier for that lower body movement. And you can use dumbbells and kettlebells interchangeably. So have your equipment ready. We're going to start off with that warm up. If at any point you need to take a break, go ahead and do that. Our warm up is going to start off actually using the equipment, and we're going to use it just to tap. So I have a kettlebell. You can put a dumbbell out in front of you as well. We're going to work a little bit of stability on a single leg. So once we start, we're going to balance on our left leg, and I want that bell out in front of you, about 2 feet, and you're going to just make sure you got balance first, and then you're going to look at that bell and start to just bend your leg and hinge and tap the bell with the right hand and then come up to stand. So we're going to make sure you got that balance because we're going to be doing some single leg deadlifts. So you'll work 30 seconds on that side, then we'll switch the leg and then switch the hand that's reaching for that opposite side. So have your kettlebell out. We're going to start there. We're also going to work some windmills. So I'll talk you through that. We're going to do a body weight first. So just listen to my cues and watch as I work through the movements and practice it body weight so that when we do it weighted, you feel comfortable. All right. The rest of it's kind of like more straightforward warm up stuff. All right. So let's get it going. Grab your equipment. That kettlebell, if you're using a dumbbell, you can just like tip it over. Make sure that it's high enough so you're not reaching too far down. Okay. So let's get started. I'll have that kettlebell. All right. We'll count you in 30 seconds. Go ahead and get that balance on that left leg first. That bell is out in front of me. Here we go. Let's get that right leg up in 3, 2, and 1. So part one is just finding that balance. You're going to feel your foot kind of going side to side on that left ankle. Now, what I want you to do is keep your eyes up. Look out in front of you. Start to kick that right heel back. Keep your spine long. If you lose your balance, don't worry. Just reset right hand on the bell. Eyes stay up. Push through that left leg to stand up, all right? Let's do one more nice and slow. Right hand comes to reach the bell and then stand it up. I lied. Let's do one more. 3. Right hand comes to the bell. Soft bend in the knee. 2 and 1. All right, so that was the right side. Place the right foot down. Left leg comes up. Find your balance first. Flex your left foot. Now start to drive that left heel back. Soft bend in the knee. Left hand touches the bell. And then push through that right leg to stand up. All right, let's do that 2 more times. 1, keep your eyes lifted, hips square. And 1 more time. All right, it's okay if you lose your balance. We're just starting. 3, 2, hold it, and 1, set it down. Okay, so we're gonna do that body weight windmill. So I want your feet underneath your hips. Turn your toes slightly to the right, okay? So keep your feet closed. Left arm is gonna come up by the ear. Right hand is gonna come on the inside of the right thigh. Soft bend in the right knee and come off that heel. Now rotate towards your left hand, and I want you to take your right hand, push your left hip back. Push your left hip back. Keep your eye on your hand. Push your hip back, push your hip back. Straight spine, pause for a moment. All the weight is in your left leg, and then push and unravel, come to stand. And now look forward. Let's do that one more time. Rotate, push your left hip back. All the weight is in that left leg. Look at your left hand. Push it back, push it back, push it back, and stand it up. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So now feet underneath the hips. Turn the toes to the right. All the weight is in the right leg. Up on that left toe. Right arm up. Left hand comes on the inside of the thigh. Look at your right hand. And now start to push your butt back. Trace the inside of your leg. All right. Or push that left hand into the right hip. Push your butt back. Push your butt back. You should feel a stretch on the right leg. And then come up to stand. Let's do one more. Rotate. Push that right hip back. Push it back. Push it back. You should feel a stretch. Good hold. And then exhale, come up to stand. So that's your windmill. Are we gonna do that weighted later? Let's do some inchworms now. So equipment out of the way, feet a little wider than hips, walk it out. High plank position, squeeze that plank, walk your hands back to your feet, stand up, give me a nice stretch. Arms come back down, walk it out, plank, walk it back in, stand. Let's take it out to that plank one more time. Walk out, hold it, drop to the knees. We're gonna open up that back again for those windmills. Left hand behind your head. Open and twist, look at your left elbow. Good. Release the hand, thread the left arm underneath that right, look over your right shoulder. Open up one more time, rotate, kind of like that windmill, and then reach that left arm under, and then let's switch. The left hand comes down, right hand comes behind your head. Inhale, exhale, open, pause for a moment, opening the upper back, release the right hand, and then thread that right arm underneath the left, look over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Take it back up, one more, and then thread under, look over that left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Let's find the high plank for some up, down dogs. Feet long, downward facing dog. Head comes through your arms, heels down, and then bring the hips down. Reverse the toes, tucking the toes under. Thighs are off the ground for that upward facing dog. Shoulders away from those ears. Tuck the toes back under. Hips up, heels down. Head through your arms. Feel that stretch in your calves. And then drop the hips. Flip the toes back in the other direction. Upward facing dog, shoulders away from those ears. Gorgeous. Take it to your plank. We're going to hit a couple froggers. So from that plank, jump your feet to the outside of your hands. Squat. Take the hands down. Take it back out. Jump it in. Bottom of your squat. Chest up, hips down. Reset the hands. Take it out. 2 more. Bottom of the squat. Out. 1 more. Hold it here. 3, 2, and then come up to stand. All right, go ahead and stretch it out. I felt those legs. We're ready to go. Not quite. We're going to do a little bit of core. So we want to get that core fired up for the movements that are going to be in the rest of the program. I love a core prefix. All right, so here we've got 2 different skills. Right and left side. 20 seconds right, 10 seconds off. 20 seconds left, 10 seconds off. That's for the first movement and the second movement. So let me show you. The first one's back lying. It's a hollow hold, but with your knee to elbow. Okay, so we're really focusing on sort of that side body. All right, so come down to the ground first. All right, and what you're gonna do is have your heels down, lift your head and shoulders, extend your left leg long. All right, now my low back is pressed against the ground. I'm gonna take that right knee to my right elbow, flex both feet, and then my left arm is gonna be by the ear. So I'm gonna work here, really thinking about crunching in and putting pressure, knee to elbow for that full 20 seconds, as much tension as I can, okay? Then I'll get to take a moment, 10 seconds to be exact, to recover for a second, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Shoulder blades off the floor, low back against the ground, 20 seconds. I'll reset, I'll flip over. So just like we did that T-spine twist on all fours, hands are gonna be underneath the chest. We're gonna tuck the toes, and from this tabletop, you're gonna bring your hands a little closer actually. So right underneath the heart, float for a moment. You're gonna take one hand off, grab the opposite forearm for 20 seconds here. Knees should be a hair off the ground. Your back should stay totally flat, like you could have a picnic table back there. 20 seconds, you'll rest, release the wrist. You do the same thing on the other side. We got 3 rounds like that, okay? So it's 6 minutes of core. Let's get ready. You don't need any equipment. If you wanna use a mat, go ahead and grab that mat and set it up. We're gonna start off with those hollows. So first round of 20 seconds. Let's take the left elbow to the left knee first. Here we go. In 5, in 4, extend the right leg, shoulder blades off. 3, 2, 1. Elbow to knee, flex both feet. Right arm is coming by the ear. Now, if you start to lose your low back at all, bringing your arm here will help, okay? Or anchoring the heel would help, okay? But you should be able to hopefully, all right, find a place where you can maintain your low back against the ground. 3, 2, rest, okay? So you have that 10 seconds baked in to make this quality, okay? We're gonna switch in 3 seconds. Left arm by the ear, left, all right? Right elbow to right knee. Push that tension, flex your feet. I want you to push your right elbow into your right knee as much as possible. Feel that core for another 10 seconds. Think about pulling your ribs down towards your hips. Flex those feet for another 5. You got it. 4, ooh, I feel my core. 3, 2, and rest. Whew. All right, so we're gonna flip over. Man, that core work really gets me. All right, so all fours position. We're gonna start with our left hand down, okay? Tuck the toes, here we go. Float the knees, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna take that right hand and grab my left forearm. Actively press that left hand down. It should be right underneath that shoulder. Good. Now make sure your back is not rounding here. So remember, picnic table, flat back. Hold it. 5, 4. You're gonna get 10 seconds. Knees as close to the ground. 3, 2, 1. You can see my face changes when I do this. All right, now the right side, 5 seconds. So set that hand underneath your chest, tuck the toes. 3, 2, 1. You want to keep the hips square, keep your eyes down. You can bring your hand right to that forearm or wrist, or you can bring it down by your side, doesn't matter. But just don't open that left side up. 10 seconds. Hold it. Core strong. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay. That was one round of 3. I know. It gets easier, I think. All right. Let's go back to that hollow. Round 2. Left knee to left elbow. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds here. Flex both feet. Drive that elbow into the knee. All right. Now, if you're losing your low back at all, like I said, you can bring your hand here. You can even go here. Tuck the chin slightly, but keep your eyes lifted. You got it. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Release that tension a bit. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to bring the tension again. In 5 seconds, right knee to right elbow, extend the left leg, head and shoulders off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Flex the foot. So now we're doing the other side, ribs to hips. Keep lifting the pelvis. All right, tucking the ribs. You got it. 10 more seconds. See, I'm adjusting my hand. I'm getting tired. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Huh. Those are hard. Okay. So halfway through round 2 already. Okay. So single arm, quadruped plank. Here we go. Tuck the toes. 3, 2, 1. All right. Taking that right hand. Now, so at any point, you can bring 2 hands down. All right. But try to maintain this single arm, or maybe just tap and then lower and reset. Okay. Just building that time under tension. The longer you can do it over time. 3, 2, 1, rest. At first, I could only hold with 2 hands, and then you get better at it, and you improve. 5 seconds, we're going to do the other side, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. So you want to make sure that your feet aren't really close. Bring them open. Think like you're in a little squat here. It's a great way to prep for your squats. Core's on. I got 10 seconds. Actively press into that right hand so you're not slumping towards the ground. Yes, 5 more seconds. Knees a little closer. I'm challenging myself too. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. You should really start to feel at this point if your abs are not on or firing. We might need to question how we're doing this. Let's go again. Last round. 3, 2, 1. Left elbow to left knee. Flex the feet. Eyes up at the ceiling. Ribs to hips. Woo. 10 seconds. Fight for it. Fight for it. I know you can. Bring that tension. Bring that tension. Tuck your chin. Keep your eyes up. 3, 2, 1. Release for a second. Okay, this is the last round, so let's hold it as long as we can, okay, for that 20 seconds. Here we go. Right knee to right elbow. 3, 2, 1. All right. Keep pulling your pelvis up, your low back down, your ribs down. Hold it, hold it. All right, 10 more seconds. Last time here. A lot of core in today's program. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, my face is getting red. Let's do it. All right, last round on the tabletop. All right, so remember, if you need to put 2 hands down, you put 2 hands down. We're going to start on the left. 3, 2, and 1. Good, flat back. Now, I keep looking up at the camera, but you want to keep your eyes down. I want to talk to you all, but keep your eyes down, shoulders square, hips square, knees as close to the ground as possible. We're under 10 for this side. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, last round, and we'll do a little stretch. All right, stretch out those abs. I'm really feeling it. Here we go, right hand down. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Get those knees nice and close. All right, push actively into the ground. So you can see I'm pushing, I'm not letting it sink. All right, 10 more seconds. There you go, stay with it. Feel it burning. No back rounding, pull the shoulders away from those ears. 3, 2, 1. That last round actually held it to see if I'm getting tight. Just good. Okay. We've made it through our core prefix. All right. So I'm actually already feeling like my abs are still burning a little bit, which is good. We're going to take that into our workout. So what we're going to do here is we have 2 circuits. All right. I'm going to take you through circuit 1. We're going to do 2 rounds of circuit 1. Then I'll take you through circuit 2. Your first circuit has a lot of stability in it. So we sort of prepped that single leg deadlift, and we prep that windmill. Now we're gonna put a little bit of weight into both of them, okay? So we're gonna do what's called contralateral, which means just like you were doing, your left foot will be down as your right hand is holding the bell and vice versa. So you're gonna do a single leg deadlift, and if you're using a kettlebell or dumbbell, it's gonna look identical, all right? So I'm gonna start with my left leg as a working leg, all right? Which means that bell is gonna line up with my left ankle, okay? Now, always option to keep that back toe down and work staggered, and it would look like this, all right? If you don't have that balance, and you would have figured that out at the beginning, okay? But if you do have the balance, the bell's gonna start here, okay? I'm gonna lift my leg up, I'm gonna hinge. Think about driving that heel back, bending that knee, and keeping those eyes lifted. Once I have the bell, I'm gonna push with my left leg, and I can just tap my foot down, or I can keep it floating. As I go into that next rep, I'm gonna keep my eyes lifted. I'm gonna start to bend that left leg. I'm gonna keep that bell really close to my leg, driving that heel back, and then come up to stand, okay? So again, same thing with that dumbbell. You're gonna do that on the left side, you're gonna do that on the right side. We'll do that for 40 seconds. So you're gonna feel that glute. That movement is really focused on the back side of your leg. When we go into the windmill, all right, again, you can do this kettlebell or dumbbell. You wanna start with the bell overhead. So we're gonna get the bell in the overhead position, okay? And we're gonna hold it there. And I'll talk you through this as we get here. But remember, feet are underneath the hips. The bell is in my left hand, so I'm gonna turn my toes towards the right. I'm then gonna turn to look at my bell. That front knee is gonna be soft, so take that heel up slightly. I'm gonna take my hand, bring it to the inside of my thigh, or I'll start to push my butt back. So I'm gonna turn and look towards that bell, push my hips back, push my hips back. I should feel a stretch in this left leg. Only as far as my hips go is where I stop. The weight should be in my leg, and then I push to come back up to that start position. You wanna avoid letting the weight come forward into that front leg, okay? So I'll cue you through it. 40 seconds on, 15 seconds to switch sides, single leg deadlift both sides, and then windmill both sides, 2 rounds through, okay? When we're done with that, we'll go into the next circuit. So grab a weight you feel comfortable going overhead with. I'm gonna do this round with the dumbbell so you can see that version. We're gonna start with the left leg as your working leg, and the bell is in the right hand. All right, let's do it. Here we go. I'm gonna take that dumbbell. I'm gonna start with the dumbbell in the top position. All right, always option to stagger back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Balance on that left leg. Now start to push that right heel back. Find a focal point. Bend the leg. Always keep the chest above the hips. Once you get to the bottom, lock out, squeeze that left glute. All right, you wanna avoid allowing that bell to take you for a ride. Grip it tight, and you use your leg to take that bell down and that bell back up, okay? Keep it going. We got 15 seconds, so we can get 1 or 2 more nice control reps. Woo, I lost my balance. If you do, it's okay. 1 more rep. 5, 4, push, stand tall. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. All right, so you should have felt that left glute. Do we feel it? Hopefully. Okay, so now we're gonna do right leg is working leg, left hand is holding the bell. All right, and you're gonna feel the stability here and in your windmill. Left hand holds the bell, balance on the right. 3, 2, and 1. Start to drive that heel back, keep your eyes lifted, bend your right leg. Think about creating a straight line from the crown of your head all the way to your heel, and then push and stand up fast. Okay, but not too fast that you lose your balance. Inhale as you lower. Maintain that core stability. That's why we started with that core work. I'm getting my 3rd rep here. Flex your back foot and trying to use that left leg as a rudder. Good. All right, we got 10 more seconds. Exhale, stand up. So let's try to get 1 more slow rep. Hips are square, trying to open that hip. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, so shake out the legs. We're gonna set up that windmill, so listen closely. Take the bell in your right hand. Get the bell up overhead, okay? Feet are underneath the hips. Turn your toes slightly towards the left. Lift the left heel off the ground. Look at your dumbbell or kettlebell. Take your left hand to that right hip. Now start to push your hip back. Push your hip back. That leg is straight. Feel a stretch on your right hamstring, and then push through that right leg and come to the top. Look forward. You might lose balance, but just be stable here if you can. Rotate. Push your hips back, push your hips back, push your hips back, push your hips back. Good, that bell is over you. Always look at that bell. We need one more rep. Push your hips back. Take that left arm across and drive into that right leg and stand it up. Good. Bring that bell down. All right, we're gonna do it on the other side. It's a challenging movement to learn at first, but you get better at it. All right, so just listen to my cues. All right, we're gonna take the bell, left hand overhead, feet underneath the hips. Turn your toes towards the right. Soft bend in the right leg. That right hand is gonna come across that left hip. From the palm out, look at your bell, push back into that left hip. That left leg should be totally straight. Good, and then exhale, come up. You don't wanna rush this. Inhale, turn towards the bell, rotate, start to push that left hip back. I also think about kind of squeezing my armpit so my shoulder's not shrugging here. I like to take my arm across. Rotate, start to push your hip back, feel a stretch on your hamstring. Once you do, you come right back up and time. Set it down. So that was our first round. All right, so I'm gonna take it to kettlebell. We're gonna start with that deadlift again. Left leg is a working leg. All right, right foot back, always option to stagger. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now round 2, if you wanna go a little heavier. Good, slow and controlled. You always wanna grip your weight tight when you're doing a strength or stability movement like this. You don't want a loose grip. Keep those eyes lifted and chin up. Bend that left leg, extend that right heel nice and long, and then push to stand up tall. Sometimes people hate these. You hate them because they're hard. They're not as fun. 10 seconds. Let's get 2 more or 1. Nice and slow. Good. Keep that bell close. 3, 2, and 1. All right, good. Shake it out. I mean, this is the one thing that I feel this the next day. We're only gonna get 2 rounds. I'd love to do 3. So if you have time and you wanna do a third, go for it. All right, here we go. Now the right leg is a working leg. All right, here we go. Left hand. 3, 2, 1. Keep that bell close. Now we're pushing down into the right leg. We're using that left leg is that length rudder, and we're using that right leg for our strength. We're using both sides of our body to be stable and strong. That's a hard part in these types of movements. Connecting your left and right side to stay balanced, but also move weight. All right, so you can always take this to body weight like we did in the warm-up and get better at that first. Good. Can't be good at everything. 3, 2, 1. All right. Sometimes it's cool to do something that challenges you differently. All right, so we're gonna take it to that windmill. All right, so now I've got the kettlebell, left hand. I'm gonna take that bell up overhead, feet underneath the hips. All right, palm out, turn the toes to the right. Soft bend in the right leg. Push your hand towards that right hip. Rotate towards the bell, look at the bell. Start to push your butt back. Start to push your butt back. Push back. Once you can't push your butt back anymore, stand up. Don't let the weight come forward. Turn towards the bell. Let that right shoulder come inside the legs. Push your butt back towards the back wall. Something behind you. All right, we're doing a side bend. It's not a side bend. 10 seconds. Butt back. You're hinging your hips. Beautiful. 3, 2, safely down, okay? Most likely, if this is your first time doing it, you won't get it right away, and that's fine. Rewind, practice again, and then start to load some weight. But this is more about stability and mobility, getting your body moving well at first, okay? Feet underneath the hips, turn your toes away from the body. I like to use this before some strength work. Left hand comes across, soft bend in that front leg, back leg is straight. Keep your eyes on the bell, that is a non-negotiable. Push your butt back, and then come up strong. Look forward. Left hand to the right hip, straight right leg, soft left knee as I load the weight into that right side. Okay, we got 15 more seconds. Somehow this side always feels a little bit longer. I mean, we've only done it 2 times, but good. I'm feeling a good stretch here. 5 seconds, one more. I love this. I love prepping movement with this. I like to use this for some strength. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that's our first circuit. All right, we've gotten through 2 movements. We're gonna go to our second circuit. So our second circuit, we're gonna use a little bit of power. We're gonna work a little bit more strength. So you've got 2 movements again. First one, you're gonna use a single kettlebell or dumbbell for a clean to lateral lunge, okay? Second movement, we're gonna do a press on the floor with a glute bridge. So I always like to start with my non-dominant. I'll show you the kettlebell version. It's a little bit more complex always. So the clean is first. We're gonna start in our deadlift stance, toes slightly turned out. I'm gonna hinge my hips back, shoulders above the hips, and I'll show you from the side. All right, that bell is gonna be lined up with my ankle bone. Now you have feet that are squared out, so you have a little bit more power than that single leg. Grip the bell. Here, we want a loose grip. So hold the bell like this, okay? Now we're gonna push with our legs, shoulders packed, eyes are up, elbow comes back, and I punch through. That's the first part. So you're gonna do the clean. Once you get the bell in the rack position, left leg, same side, we'll go into a lunge. Toes pointed forward, step your foot out, all 10 toes pointed forward, push your butt back. Opposite hand comes out here to stabilize, and then I push with my leg to come back up to stand. I'll set that bell back down, clean, step out, lunge, push, reset, repeat. So you can go moderate weight here because you're setting the bell down with every rep, okay? Now with that dumbbell, you can take the clean out or you can leave the clean. Totally up to you. You can just stick with the lateral lunge. But if you're gonna do the clean, I want you to do it from the hang position. So you'll start with the bell hanging here right below the knee, all right? Same as the kettlebell, foot positioning. Push with the legs, elbow comes back, punch. Go out into that lunge, come up to stand, okay? Back to that hang position. Clean, lunge, come up to stand. If your weight is really light, remove the clean, hold it, and just do that lateral lunge. If lateral lunges get you nowhere, like you're just doing this and you're stopping, do a reverse lunge, okay? You'll get a little bit more out of that. And then focus on doing some lateral lunges, maybe body weight for a little while. All right, that's your first movement. Second movement, we've got a press. So we'll do left and right there. Now I'm gonna show you the kettlebell because it's a little bit more complex, all right? But our press is gonna be in a bridge position. So I'm gonna lay on my side, fetal position, take my right hand under if I'm doing it with the right, take my left hand on top, roll onto my back, okay? From here, pull the shoulders down, puff up the chest, drive into your heels for that glute bridge. Opposite hand can come here, okay? Now the bell's on the outside of my body. I'm gonna push my shoulder blades down, engage my glutes and core, squeezing my buns, keeping my hips up, and then my exhale, finish with that bell up, my knuckles over my shoulders. I'll inhale, keep sticking my chest out as I lower so I have control on the way down, and then exhale back up. What you want to avoid doing is letting the weight take control of you and your shoulder coming off the ground. So pin that shoulder down, yes? All right? So we're going to work 40 seconds with that press and the glute bridge on one side, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Dumbbell is a little bit easier to get into that position, so I'll show that for you when we go. All right? So 2 rounds through, starting off with that clean to lateral lunge. I'm going to do it with the kettlebell. Left side, we got 40 seconds, okay? So let's set it up that clean. Here we go. In 3, in 2, and 1. Loose grip, lateral lunge, push to stand, reset that bell. Clean, lateral lunge. These always get me. Set it down. You're probably gonna feel your glutes tomorrow if you're doing this workout. It's a lot of booty. Clean, lateral lunge, sit back and down, reset. We're halfway through. Zip, step out and back, opposite arm helps, reset. 10 more seconds. Now, if you need to bring in the babysitter, you do that. But try to replace the babysitter once you feel strong enough. 3, 2, 1. All right, check it out. Because just holding that bell is work for your body, and I want you to get better at that, okay? Now we're gonna do the same thing, other side. So right side, bell's closer to my right foot. 3, 2, loose grip, and 1. Legs drive, step out and back, eyes up, push with power, and reset. Down to the ground. Zip, step, sit back, push, stand, reset. Clean, sit back and down, reset. Exhale, inhale, exhale. We get 15 seconds. Let's try to get 3 more reps. Good. 2 more. They got to be quick. You're going heavier. You won't. It's okay. One more. And time. Okay, so we got that first round of our presses, but only 15 seconds to get into it. All right. So left side, you're going to lay on your left side. Fetal position. Roll on your back. Glute bridge. Puff up the chest. 3, 2, 1. Press and lower. So while I'm doing these presses, I know you're seeing the right side, not the left, but you'll see the right side too. I'm focusing on me moving the weight always. My knuckles are pointed up. My wrist is not broken back with this kettlebell. And I'm actively creating tension here so it helps me with my press. Okay? So double whammy. As I said, you'll feel that booty tomorrow. 10 more seconds. My hips were dropping. I'll send those hips back up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down and then roll it out the same way you picked it up. All right, so I'm going to take that bell and move it on to the right side so you can see the right side. As I said, the dumbbell's a little bit easier. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Right back into that glute bridge. Opposite arm. Pin those shoulder blades down. Puff up your chest. Press and lower. Look at my wrist positioning. I don't want this. All right, so always the knuckles are pointed up towards the sky, ceiling, wherever is above you, okay? Inhale down. Little space between my elbow and my rib, so I'm not pinned at it, but I'm also not coming out in line with my shoulder, okay? Nice strong press. As the bell comes down, I'm focusing on keeping my shoulder blades against the ground, so it's really easy to allow them to lift. It's not great for your shoulder. Good. Stay with it. All right, let's do it one more rep. 3, 2, 1. All right, 15 seconds to go back to the top. We're back to the clean and the lunge variation. So if you felt good and you want to go a little heavier on the next round, you can do that. All right, we're going in 5. In 4, I'll take the dumbbell here. 3, 2, 1. Clean, lateral lunge, and up. The first time I did this workout, I did it with a dumbbell. Very unlike me. If anyone knows me, I'm obsessed with kettlebells. But sometimes dumbbells are really fun, or that's all you have. So you make the best of what you have. Although there are some movements, like bicep curls, that are just way better with dumbbells. Push your butt back. Good. So I just noticed myself looking down. Keep your eyes up in the lunge. Okay? 5 seconds. One more rep. 3, 2, 1. All right, set it down. Whew. All right, we're going to do the right side. I hope you're doing okay. We got a little more work to do here. All right, right side. Get low, hang position with the dumbbell if you have it. 3, 2, 1. Clean. Right leg lunges. Come back up to stand. Back down, eyes up. Clean. So powerful push and then control that lunge. Now I'm breathing heavy. You might be breathing heavy too. If you're not, level up. Take some heavier weight if you've got it. Move a little faster. Always ways to make lighter weight feel heavy and heavier weight to feel heavier. Okay, we got 10 more seconds. Don't quit on me. We're not done yet. One more rep. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got those presses. I'm going to go dumbbell this time. You use what you've got. Left side. Don't forget that glute bridge. All right, it's helpful. A little bit more booty. Here we go. Hips up. 3, 2, 1. I like to make a fist with the opposite arm. So you can be here. Pull the shoulder blades back. Stick your chest out. All right. Anchor your feet. Drive those hips up. Now, when you're working that dumbbell, it's very common to allow the dumbbell to sort of fall towards you. I want you to focus on keeping your elbow under your wrist. Okay? On the way down, especially. And as you come down, don't let your body rotate because we got that single arm moving. All right? Anytime you're working single arm, as you can tell through today's workout so far, you got to use your body to stabilize the other side. 3, 2, 1. That's why when we started, I said a lot of strength and stability in today's workout, which it is. All right, sometimes it's good to mix that up into your programs. All right, here we go. So this is a little lighter, so I can pick it up that way. Glute bridge, awesome, hold it. Opposite arm, shoulders back. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Time already started. I'm late. So just try to match those reps. You probably have been able to get anywhere between like 6 heavy to 12 a little bit on the lighter side. All right, maybe even more if you're a fast mover. Like I said, whatever you're working with, make it look pretty, but challenge yourself, okay? 15 seconds. Unless it's a day you're feeling tired, then you move a little slower, okay? I don't know about you, but my butt is burning right now. 3, 2, and 1. All right, safely down. Okay, so we're through our 2 circuits, and you know what's next, right? This always gets me. This is our fix. So this is the end of today's workout, our functional high intensity mix. And it's an EMOM because I'm a mom and I like EMOMs. That's lame, sorry. So we're gonna do a kettlebell chain or a dumbbell chain. And a chain is a sequence of skills plugged together 1 rep at a time. All right. And we're going for 6 minutes. This is single arm. All right. But you always have the option to do all the rounds with 2 hands if you'd like to, if your weight is too heavy. I'm going to show you the single arm option. All right. So it's 1 swing clean, 1 thruster. And you'll do that 5 times every minute. Okay. So it'll look like this. I'll show you the dumbbell version first. All right. So I'm going to start here. The bell is tipped, shoulders packed. My hand is up towards the top of that dumbbell. I'm going to hike 1 swing, 1 clean. So I bring it right into the rack position. Full squat, overhead press. That's 1 of 5 reps. From here, I'll go 1, 1, 1 for 2. Okay? So that means I have 3 more rounds of the 1, 1, and 1. I'll do it all on the left side for minute 1. Minute 2, I'll go on the right side. Kettlebell version. It's a kettlebell. Always grab it on the inside of the horn. So if you can see, for the kettlebell, it's out in front of me. I'm going to grab here, not here or here. Come to the inside. Pack the shoulder. Notice that bell made that noise. I'm pulling it close to my body. All right. First thing, shoulders above hips. I hike, swing through the legs. Elbow comes back for that clean. Then down, power, finish, bicep by the ear, core on. I'll reset. The next rep comes from here. Ball goes through the legs. Stand, 1 swing, 1 clean, down, 1 thruster. So, again, just so we're on the same page, 1, 1, and 1 for 5 rounds each minute. Okay? Are you with me? Don't worry. If you're not, I'm going to do the first round with you. Maybe all of it, so you'll feel it. Okay? So I'm going to set a timer. I got 6 minutes on the clock. I'm looking around for my water, but I think I've misplaced it, so no worries. Grab your water, sip your water if you need to. And we're going to get started, okay? So I'm going to start off with that kettlebell. We got 5 rounds. Bell is out in front of you. Make sure it's something you feel comfortable going overhead with. I'm going to go a little heavy this first round, okay? I feel like I'm ready for it. Swing position. Here we go. In 5, hands on bells. 3, 2, and 1. Hike. 1. Clean for 1. Down. Press. That's 1. Reset. Swing. Clean. Squat. Press. That's 2. Swing. Elbow back. Clean. Squat. Press. That's 3. We got 2 more like that. Swing. Clean. Squat press. That's 4. 1 more like that. 1 swing. Elbow back. Catch for that clean. All the way down. Power up. Thruster. Reset. Set it down safely. Whew. 20 seconds rest. That's something. So we're going to do the other side. Same thing. I got a 16 kg. That was hard. All right. So we're going to go. I'm going to face this way this time for you. We had 8 seconds. Now we're going to do it all on the right. Swing, clean, thruster, okay? Eyes lifted at all times. Don't follow the bell through your legs. Hands on bells. 3, 2, 1. Swing, power through the legs. Same power for that clean. Press, good. Rack, that's 1. Eyes up, swing. Clean. Squat, press, that's 2. Keep going. Swing. clean, thruster. That's 3. We got 2 more like that. Swing, clean, thruster. Awesome, 1 more. Swing, keep your eyes up. Clean, loose grip. Down. That's 5. Set it down safely, okay? 20 seconds, that's 2 minutes. Okay, we got 4 more. You got this. All right, so here's what I do. If you've got a light weight, make it 6 rounds. If you're going heavy, stay with what you're at. If you want to go heavier, you can take a rep off, all right? I'm going to stay here. We got 3 seconds, left arm. Here we go. I'm going to go dumbbell, actually. 3, 2, 1. Swing, clean, thruster, reset. That's 1. Legs, legs, down, legs and arms, mostly legs. Reset, that's 2. Swing, all hips here, lower body, back of the legs, lower body, front of the legs for that thruster. Clean, down, up. I got 2 more. Reset. Swing, clean, squat, press. I'm gonna get 1 more in here. Swing, clean, squat, press. Set it down. Ooh, 15 seconds. All right. Heart rate should be up, elevated. That's okay, because this is our fix. All right. We got 1 more on the right, and then even out another minute for each side. Here we go. Right hand in 3, in 2, and 1. Swing. Clean. Down. Press. We're getting closer. We're almost there. Swing. Clean. Squat. Press. Good. Reset it. This is 3. 1. 1. Down. 1. Awesome. Keep using the back side of those legs so we feel that burn tomorrow. 1. 1. Down and up. And I'm going to do 1 more here. Swing. Clean. Squat. Press. Okay. Whew. Okay, everyone. We have 15 seconds and just 2 more minutes. That's it. I wish I had more time with you, but I don't. But guess what? After that, we get to cool down together. So 10 seconds. Now, if you just did 6 rounds and you want to try for 7, I'm not going to stop you because they're our last 2 minutes. I'm getting that kettlebell. Here we go. Left hand. This is it. 3, 2, 1. Swing. Clean. Squat. Press. Reset. Swing. Clean. Squat. Press. That's 2. So you might need to pick up that pace if you're aiming for more reps. Squat. Press. Notice how my opposite arm is always kind of hanging out there, helping in some way. All right? Remember what I said earlier? Both sides of the body are always working to help each other out, especially when you're working single arm. Swing. Clean. Squat. Press. Here's my extra rep right here. I'm not going to have much rest when I'm done. All right. I'm going to give myself that 10 seconds. That was hard. We're going to do it 1 more time, and then we're done. Shake it out. This is it. Here we go. Last round. Come on. Grab your bell. 3, 2, 1. Loose grip. Swing. Clean. Squat. Power the legs. This is the home stretch. 1, 1, down, up. If you lose count, just work till I'm done. 1, 1, down. How about I work till you're done? How about we work until the end? Now that's crazy. No, no, no. Keep going. We're 30 seconds in, which means no matter what, we're 25 seconds away now. Whew. Okay. 1 more rep. Swing, clean, down, and up. Crack the bell. Safely down. Oh, nicely done. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was awesome. I really worked that stability, but we got the heart rate up at the end. We're going to cool down, everyone. Nicely done. Good job. You can tell I'm working here with you. So I'm going to move that equipment out of the way. You know what? Let's come down to a half kneeling position. So put your knee down. If you got a mat, you can put it underneath there. Tuck your back toe, tuck your pelvis, place your hands on your left knee, open the shoulders, sit tall, and now start to think about driving that right hip forward so you feel that hip flexor stretch. Hold it here. Good. Awesome. Now take the right arm up, left hand down, and sort of reach across the body a bit, stretching out that right side. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee and put, whoo, I lost my balance. You might too, it's okay. We did a lot of balance today. Turn and look over that left shoulder. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Extend your left leg long, toe forward, and now push your butt back and push that leg out. You can come down to your forearms here. All right, you're gonna feel a stretch on the inside of your thigh. Push back into that stretch and breathe into that stretch. If you want to, you can open the toe up towards the ceiling and then turn back out. 3, 2, and 1. All right, then we're gonna switch it out. So the left knee comes down, the right foot forward, and again, get your knee, hip, and shoulder in line, and tuck the tailbone, focusing on sending that left hip forward. Sit up tall, deep breath in. Take the left arm up this time. Right hand comes down, and just reach over, opening up the left side of the body. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. I did. Come back and see me again. Good. Reset. Hopefully I don't lose my balance inside. Left hand to the right knee. Twist and look over the right shoulder. Open. Deep breath. Exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Take both knees underneath you. Take both hands underneath you. Tuck the toes. Lift those hips up. Heels down. Downward facing dog. Come forward into that plank. And just as we started, flip for that upward facing dog. Shoulders away from ears. Look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Drop to the knees. Push the hips back. Lengthen the arms. Cat stretch. Or child's pose. Walk those fingertips out nice and far. 3, 2, deep breath in. Exhale, send the chest forward. And 1. Walk your hands in. Bring the knees together. Come up to a seated position. So crisscross applesauce. And then take the left arm across the body. Hook with the right. Sitting up tall. Release and switch. Right arm across the body. Sitting up tall. Good. And let go. Bring those arms up. Interlace the fingers. Create as much length as you can. And then open your hands and reach out and beyond and as far as you can. And then bring your hands together. And give yourselves a nice round of applause. So good, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. And I look forward to working with you again here at Fitting Room On Demand.